Yeah, hello. We have another laptop here today. It's a HP EliteBook. Which model? Yeah, looks like a bit older model. EliteBook and 25 something. Yeah, the sticker is also not clear. Yeah, it's a bit older model, so you expect the sticker to be a bit faded because of the longevity. Yeah, the laptop has lived for quite so long. It's an EliteBook 2540. Yeah? You know what this machine is doing? Let's find out together. Yeah, so plug in the charger. Amperes 1.1.3 amperes. Yeah. We have these lights, but we won't have a display. Yeah, something is blinking here. How many times? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3 times, I think. You'll keep repeating that. And we won't have a display. So I'm guessing there could be how many issues that could cause this problem. The first issue is a RAM issue. When you have a RAM that is not faulty, not the right frequency, or maybe even the laptop doesn't have a RAM. The other issue could be the graphics issue, and the other issue could be maybe the screen is not okay, and maybe a certain chip in the motherboard is not working the way it's supposed to. So it could be a number of issues, and so the only way to find out is to check. So let me remove the battery first. The battery is out. Let's first of all solve the RAM issue. Is it the RAM issue? Okay. Yeah, so where is the hard disk connector? I can see the hard disk connector. I don't know whether somebody took it off. Oh, this machine was from another technician, maybe. What do you think? Okay, the RAM is here. We may have to, let's try to swap another one with another one to see whether we are going to have a display. Yeah, so now the amp is still taking 1.3 amps. I thought they would go down because of the battery. I thought it was taking 1.3 amps because the battery was plugged in. Yeah, there's a bit change. You can see now it's 1.1, maybe 1.2 after we have plugged out the battery. And we have a display. Yeah, we still have our dancing caps locks. I think some dancing, yeah, I think caps lock, something to do with the light, caps lock lights. No display. We still don't have a display. So can we try another RAM? Yeah, let's keep this aside so that we may not mix with ours. So these machines were okay with 2 GB or 1 GB or 4 GB of 10600 speed, or the frequency. Some of you will call it the frequency. I don't know whether you know the different speeds of a RAM. Let's try to check for a speed like this one here. You can see. Hey, camera, focus. Yeah, this one is like 85. My camera is not focusing, or maybe the light is too much. This one is like 8500. Yeah, it has focus. You can see it's 8500 s. That's a certain speed also. This one is also 8500 s. I don't know whether you can see that. 8500. We have another one for 10600. Yeah, this one is 10600. Oh, I have a camera that is not focusing. Okay, can I bring it here maybe? Yeah, now it's focusing. 10600s. That's also another speed. We have seen the 8500, the 10600. Now let me look for 12800. That's also another different speed. Mm-hmm. Not going to focus. Okay, focus. I need to stay in one place steadily for it to focus. Okay. So this one is a 12800 speed. Yeah, you can see 12800. I don't know who has been able to see that. So those are different speed of a RAM. I think the higher the best, the higher the better. If you have the highest, that would be the best for your laptop. But you would also want to consider the frequency for your laptop or the speed for your laptop before you first of all try to put more speed to see whether the laptop is going to be a bit faster. So you can use RAM to make your machine a bit faster. You can, maybe if your machine was having a 2 GB RAM, you can put a 4 GB, 5 GB, like that. In going upwards, the more stable the machine, the more the faster, the more fast the machine is, after you increase the RAM. So RAM, it's also very good when you want to have a speeding machine. And so from what you have seen here, I think is not anything to do with RAM. So can we try a 12800 frequency of this laptop? Let's see whether a 12800 frequency is going to work on this laptop. Yeah, the blue light is on, and the lights that are flashing lights are back. So there's nothing we're going to do for this laptop too. So let's open the laptop. Let's get into the motherboard. Let's take the motherboard out. We are not winning with the RAM issue. We are not winning with the RAM. So let's go directly to the motherboard. Yeah, so the machine is out. The motherboard is out, as you can see. So let's try to reset the CMOS. Yeah, it could be the CMOS battery. You never know. Let me try to short. Using a tweezer. RAM is installed. Yeah, RAM is on. Let me plug in the power. Are we going to have a picture? Oh, oh, we have a display. Eh? Oh my. You see? This was the issue of a frozen BIOS battery. And well, I've wasted too much time opening this laptop. But anyway, you can see there's no way I could have accessed the CMOS battery without having to remove the top cover here. So I think it was worth it. And that's it. So we didn't do nothing. We didn't hit the graphics card. It was not the RAM, and it was not the anything other than the CMOS battery. Yeah, the frozen BIOS. Yeah, it's funny. Up to today, guys, you can still have issues with frozen BIOS with the older models of laptop. And so you can see now the machine is okay. Looking for a hard disk, yeah? Yeah, these machines were not quite very fast, but they were reliable. Yeah, this machine has served for more, this could be more than 8 years, or maybe more than 8 years. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, these were a bit older model, so So how do you make this machine fast? Maybe if you are having a, if you don't want to replace the machine, there some of you have sentimental value with your machines. Maybe it was the first machine you bought and you don't want to lose that machine, you don't want to replace, but you want, the machine is becoming a bit slow. Yeah, there's a way you can upgrade this laptop to become a faster machine, especially with the PC3. You can make it very fast, and you can still compete with the later model, at least, because some of you, maybe a lot of you guys, you don't have a lot of you, unless you are doing, maybe you are at, what can I say, you are at pro level of using a computer, maybe semi-pro. There are those who are legendary. You can find that the person has got a laptop which is Core i7, is 8 GB RAM and 256 and 512, maybe 16 GB RAM and 4 GB graphics card, NVIDIA GeForce or Radeon or Iris, and these people are still able to utilize the machine at a point where the machine is even struggling to perform those tasks. There are some tasks that these people are having, see. But a lot of us, or a lot of users, they are just starters, where you find that somebody has got an i7 with an 8 GB RAM or even 16 GB RAM with a 512 SSD, and sometimes even 4 GB or 2 GB NVIDIA graphics card, the Radeons, the Iris, and but these people are not utilizing these machines. All they do with these machines is to view our document, maybe to browse, maybe to listen to music. What else? Maybe to view pictures, to download a movie here and there. Yeah, that machine is underutilized. If you're that kind of a person and you have a machine that is older and you don't want to replace the machine because you like the machine, yeah, sometimes we get attachment with stuff, and so maybe the history behind some of these laptops that you are having, you want to keep them to remind you of some events or maybe some stuff that happened when you were buying that machine. And it's obvious, I've found a lot of people who don't want to sell what they owned first. My first car, this was my first laptop, this was my first phone, you see, my first watch. If you have that machine and you still want to use it, there's a way you can turn up that machine or tune up. We call them turn up or tune up, like to improve the performance, to improve the speed, and to improve how the machine is behaving. And we are going to look at that, and just pinpoint some few things you can do to make sure that your machine is a bit fast or even faster. Yeah, so let's try to check the turn ups that we talked about and see the in different ways you can turn up your machine or you can tune up your machine. Yeah, for instance, like you see this machine here, you have different kind of RAMs. We talked about the frequency, about the speed. We have RAMs that have 10600, RAMs that has 12800. I don't know about your case, but always on my case, I've found 12800 to be a bit faster than 10600. These are RAMs you can use to upgrade on these machines. Some machines have got 2 slots, some has got 1 slot. Like in my case here, the machine has got 2 slots. I know you might not see the other. We have the first one here, you can see. Maybe let me put this is the slot, and we have the other one on the other side. You can see the other slot, and that's why I've inserted this RAM here, the one that is working. According with this, okay, with this machine, the speed of 12800 is the best actually, and I don't think the machine can work with the 10600. I have the 10600 here. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. Yeah, 10600. So for this machine, right now it's utilizing the 12800. I don't know. Yeah, this is 12. I don't know whether the camera will focus to try and see what I'm saying. Yeah, you see the 12800 somewhere there. Okay, it's not very clear. It's here, 12800. Oh, my camera, come on. Yeah, you can see something 12800. Yeah, so this is the one that the machine is using. So suppose we install the 10600. Let's see whether this one is going to work. So put in the charger. Yeah, from what I can read from the power supply, this one is not going to work, and it's a 10600. That is a 10600 we have just installed. So let's check about to do with 12800, this one. I don't know. Okay, I think also the plastic stuff is avoiding the focus. So let's try to put the 12800. Anyway, 12800 is better than 10600. So we have installed the 12800. Let's see whether the machine is going to work. So you have to be aware of what kind of frequency or what speed your machine is okay with, because some won't be okay with some speeds and they will be okay with other speed. Like in this one, 12800, I think it's going to work because of, let me see. Yeah, you can see the machine has worked with 12800. So the other thing you can do so what you can do to make sure that the machine is working faster than it was before is you can put a 4 GB RAM on this slot, and you can also go ahead to put another 4 GB RAM on this slot here. Hence having what? A total of 8 GB. You can still put 8 GB on this slot and also put an 8 GB RAM on this slot, hence having a total of 16 GB. But I don't know whether you'll be able to utilize all that RAM. It will be too much for you, especially if you are not the kind of guy who is a pro in utilizing any machine. So the other part we are going to talk about is you can also change the hard disk, like from this the normal hard disk to an SSD. And also you can also try maybe to, you see these are the normal hard disks that came with these machines here, and the slot for this hard disk, you can see it's here. I don't know whether you can see that. This is where this hard disk is supposed to come, but as you can see, I think the connector got lost. So what have we done? We have gone ahead to come up with something else called card reader. Card reader is the like of the CD-ROM. As you can see here, it's like this CD-ROM. You remove this CD-ROM and you come with something we call card reader. Card reader, what you do with this card reader, you come and insert the hard disk here. This one has got a converter. I don't know, let me try to show you that. Yeah, you can see this one has got a converter from the SATA to the other ROM. So you can always convert. Now this is where the CD-ROM used to this is where the CD-ROM is supposed to be, but now you have the card reader with the hard disk. You understand? So if you want to have this laptop utilize 2 disks, you can come and put another disk here from the original point of where they're supposed to be. You can see this connector here. This is where the original disk is supposed to be, but now because the connector was gone, you have just decided to use the card reader, which is still fine. You can use this disk and also use the one with the on this card reader here, and come insert it here as I'm doing. You can see, and now if you turn on the machine, you'll see that the Windows is going to load. Although during in this case the window is not going to be very fast, because you are using this hard disk is not faster than the M.2 or the 2.5 SATA. This is an M.2 hard disk, you can see, and this is a NVMe. This is a bit faster than this one, and this one is faster than this one. So how can you utilize this machine to make use of this M.2 and not use the convection hard disk that you are having now, the usual one? So let me jump here. I think it's going to let's see whether it's going to load the window. Yeah, the second restart, we are supposed to have the window loading on this card reader. Yeah, and I can tell the window is loading. So this is going to be a Windows 7. It's going to be Windows 7, yeah, as you can see. So you can tell the machine is a bit old, actually, from the type of OS or the Windows being utilized by this machine. So we are using the card reader where the CD-ROM is supposed to be. We converted the CD-ROM. We removed the CD-ROM and threw it away, and we came with something called card reader. And you can see there it's still loading. Yeah, that's the Windows 7. You can see Windows 7 Professional. I don't know whether you can see from there. Yeah, Windows 7 Professional. So what else can you do to utilize this? The other thing you can do is to come up. You can utilize this kind of M.2 on this machine. I know you'll ask me how. Yeah, it's possible for you to utilize this kind of memory on this machine. What you need is a converter that looks like this. You see this one here. So when you remove the hard disk, maybe to demonstrate that practically, this is the hard disk, and you can see what we have here is something that looks like a hard disk. But what's the difference? If you look at the difference, is that this one has got a some place, a slot here where you can insert the M.2 memory. I don't know why the reflection is too much. I need to reduce maybe a little bit. You can insert an M.2 here, and there's a screw to tie it here. You see this screw? You just hold it there, and now like a hard disk, it becomes like a SATA cable, and you can come and insert it in your laptop there, on where you are going to insert this hard disk. Okay? Now the difference is, before you be utilizing the hard disk, but this time you are utilizing the M.2 connector, which is very fast than this one. Also, you can also utilize the NVMe. You can see this. It's called an NVMe. I told you this is the fastest we have in the market right now. This is a new one. We are selling this one here for anyone who want to buy. If you are based in Kenya, you see what the difference. We talked the last time about the difference. The difference is this is the spaces. You can see this one has got one space here, and this one has got two spaces. This is an M.2. This is an NVMe. I don't know whether my camera can focus. You can see it written somewhere there, NVMe. Okay, my reflection is a bit, I don't know whether focus. Yeah, you can see there, NVMe. The difference is this space here you are talking, and the M.2, the difference, you can see the spaces are two. So all these you can utilize them on this connector here. You can use it on your computer. So that's it. As I've told you, buy this connector, and now you can still come and use this connector on this older model of a laptop, as I have demonstrated. So the other places we talked about is you can put the two slots of RAM, the 88 or the 44. And then when you have the 8 GB RAM and you have this connector running an M.2 kind of a storage on your machine, and you can imagine your machine is going to be faster than when you're utilizing the hard disk. So this video I was making for those people who have got older version of machines back in the house, but they don't know how they are going. The machine have become a bit slow, and they don't know how to upgrade this machine. So I'm just putting out this video for you guys to know that if you still love that machine too much that you can't even sell it or you can't dispose it, there's still a way you can improve that machine to use even then the modern technology that is there in the market. Upgrade the lamps. You can put this connector and utilize an NVMe or an M.2 and solid state, and this one is able to store Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11. You can use any. And compatibility issues, make sure everything is okay, insert it into the laptop, and you're good to go. So those are the different methods I can maybe advise you guys who have this older machine. Somebody was asking me, hey, I have an older machine that I don't want to throw away, it's a bit slow, it's what. Something else you can do is to service the machine, as I have told you before. Make sure that the motherboard is not dusty. Dust can cause your laptop to overheat. Make sure that the thermal paste on your processor, it's up to date, it's fresh, and you have serviced your laptop very nice, and it's not emitting too much heat. The fan, remember where the fan is, under these gills here, this place here, make sure that the gills are clean. Blow that place to make sure that the air is flowing in freely in and out, so that when the fan is spinning here, it's throwing out the air, it's not finding any blockages here, and so it's going to cool the processor very easily, and the processor will function properly. Because the more the heat, the slower the machine. The more the heat, the more machine is inefficient because of the struggles of the power. You understand? And so I don't think there's something else we have not touched about turning up your machine as far as this speed is concerned. And I think that's it for the question I've been asked by somebody, one of my follower. What do you do to an older machine? Yeah, they can utilize even the M.2. They can utilize this technology for increase the RAM, look for the best frequency and compatibility for your laptop, and you're good to go, and you're free, and your laptop will become fast, and maybe it will serve you even more years, because these older models were a bit durable than the new ones. We talked about that video the other day, and you talked about the differences in these storage devices and these RAM. So check my previous video. I'm going to put a link in this video so that you can watch them. So guys, that's it for today. If you have a question, as usual, I'll keep telling you, go down into the comment section, let me know what you want me to, or what you want me to talk about, which question do you want me to answer, and please like, subscribe, share. Subscribe for those who have not subscribed, and for those who have subscribed, I'm very grateful for supporting my work, and please continue supporting my work. Thank you.